You are welcome to Nana's Tarot and Oracles. I am the Nana, and Nana loves you. You have a home here for comfort and contemplation, hope and inspiration, rest, renewal, and relaxation. Your readings will empower you to use your intuition to help you towards a better life. All readings are dedicated to truth and light, but cannot take the place of professional services of any kind. Readings are general, and if they do not sound right for you, they might not be for you. If you like what you're hearing, please select the like button below and subscribe with all notifications. It's free. Share with your friends or family. If you have a question or a comment, I will try to answer it below. You are important to Nana, and Nana is always inspired and grateful to see you again. Today's reading is inspired by the 1212 portal. The 1212 portal is an astrological energy portal. It is also associated with the 1221 portal. The 1221 portal is a gateway of higher frequency. It's the reason why we've been going through a lot of healing this year. The portal is open from now through the December 21st solstice to help us evolve at an accelerated pace. Everything is about to change. This is the biggest level up Earth has ever experienced. Tune in with this frequency and you will gain major clarity on your soul's path and mission over the next few days. This is taken from Healing Energy Tools site on Facebook. I don't know how many other people are feeling it, but the short days and the long nights have been wearing on me somewhat, and I am eager to see the return of the light on the solstice. 1212 was also part of my inspiration for my last reading in terms of the numerology coming down to 333, the number of the Empress. 1212, of course, comes to 3, 3. 3 and 3 are 6. 6 and the 9-year number add up to 15. 15 reduces to 6, which is the number of balance and harmony. I am asking spirits to come in and tell us what we need to know about the 1212 portal today. First, let's look at a card from Rebecca Campbell's Inner Temple Oracle. All cards are pre-shuffled. Our card for today is a polarity card. The polarity cards have different meanings according to which side comes up. This polarity card is between connection and separation. I find it interesting that I was just talking about how the long nights and the short days, and separation is a card with some darkness. Let's see what Rebecca Campbell has to say about separation. versus connection. Interestingly enough, this is on page 112 on the 1212 portal. Connection, separation. The separation section is about isolation, detachment, disconnection, independence. And this notes which part of the card is right side up, which meaning is calling to you the most. How can you bring both parts, meanings, into balance? Relationships are the things that test and teach us the most. Connection is a human need. And through relationships, we're able to experience this most deeply. Both connection and separation are a part of the human experience. One isn't better than the other. Yet there are times where connection is needed, whether that be connection with others or connection with self. For some, separation or isolation becomes a coping mechanism to avoid getting hurt. For those who are afraid of being alone, separation from others so that they can return to themselves may be the exact medicine that they need. At times of conflict, sometimes the antidote is to endeavor to see the other person as part of you, to find a way back to connection. At other times, taking some time apart can be helpful to the situation. If this card appears with separation right side up, consider how you're being called to separate yourself from a situation energetically, or where you feel separation in your life. Regardless of which meaning is right side up, place your hand on your heart. Connect with your inner temple and ask, in this situation, what's the medicine I most need, connection or separation? And what's one practical thing you can do to act on this today? That is certainly something to think about. This time of year can be a time of many gatherings, but it can also be a time when some of us feel very much alone. How do you feel about that? Let's look at a Trust Your Vibes Oracle card from Sonia Choquette. The card we have today, we just had this card the other day, but it is certainly appropriate for today. The card number is 21, which is 12 backwards, but it's also the 21st is the date of the solstice. And the card is connect with your divine teachers. So perhaps when we are feeling separate, that is the connection that we need. Here is the text if you would like to stop the video. Oops, sorry, wrong number. Connect with your divine teachers. But now I'm intrigued. What number was that I flipped to? Page 21, where it said, write it down. Maybe you should write down your thoughts about this. That might be an extra message. Connect with your divine teachers. We are all souls on an earthly journey, here to learn, to live, and create at the highest divine frequency, one that mirrors our true spiritual nature. We have divine teachers overlooking our lives and helping us grow at every turn. You're on a steep learning curve and are advised to ask your divine teachers to step in and guide you through these challenging but exciting times. Be aware of their presence. offering advice, protection, and support. They may advise you to change in ways that may be unfamiliar or uncomfortable. Be mindful of their encouragement to grow by doing something different. They want you to see the bigger picture in life and let the small stuff go. Your divine teachers are helping you reach a new understanding of yourself and others. An enlightened perspective will ease your struggles and amplify creativity in every way. Follow your intuitive impulses, especially those encouraging you to try new things and venture beyond your comfort zone. You are protected, so there is no need to be overly cautious. You are safe. Your divine teachers have your back. Make the connection. And now let's have a Talisman Oracle card. The Talisman Oracle cards are encoded with sacred geometry. Looking at the sacred geometry triggers you to think about the things you need to think about. Your card today is mindfulness. And you can see the sacred geometry here. You can also see the sacred geometry here. Mindfulness in a reading. There is a lot of beauty in the stillness of the mind, allowing ourselves to be present in the moment and not worry about how things could have been or what we could have done better, can open our minds to the treasures of what we have to be thankful for. With great patience and perseverance, we can accomplish anything. It's best not to rush into action or judgment too quickly. Often patience is not about how long we can wait, but what we do with our time while waiting. We can learn to be grateful for every moment of our day, even when we feel stuck and things don't go our way. Like the praying mantis, which you can see the praying mantis in the card. Like the praying mantis, staying mindful will make all your endeavors more fruitful and meaningful. The Talisman Power. Use this card when you need to recenter and find peace in the moment. When you have a hard time being patient with yourself, try taking a moment to envision the praying mantis staying still. Bring your hands to center and focus on your breath. Can you locate where in your body your emotions are resonating? Is something tense? What sounds do you hear around you? And your affirmation for today is, I am still. And now let's have a significator card from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Our significator card for today is the Two of Pentacles, presenting in reverse. Pentacles are the earth sign, and the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Pentacles have to do with material things, and they also have to do with health and money. This character is standing on one foot and juggling within what is called a lemniscate, which is the infinity symbol, a big infinity symbol. And you can see in the background a rather turbulent sea with the ships riding up and down the waves. And so you get the idea that this too is about balance and uncertainty to some extent. Are there things you're trying to balance? The reverse might indicate that you're having a hard time keeping things in balance. Let's see what's on the reverse of the deck. Oh, this is the Nine of Swords, and this person is just too worried to even sleep with all those swords hanging over their head. Swords, of course, are air signs, the air signs being Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Maybe this has something to do with things being difficult to balance. Let's see if we can get some clarification from the Wandering Star Tarot. Our clarification card is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is an interesting card. Cups, of course, are the water signs being Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The water signs and the cups are supposedly indicative of feelings and emotions. The key words on this card are change, shift, and certainly that sounds like something that might refer to our being out of balance and those ships in the background. The Eight of Cups is traditionally thought to be a card of looking at what you have, and though 8 cups is certainly plenty of cups, walking away towards the possibility of better things. Is there something that you're considering right now, or something to try to bring into balance? Let's see what the card at the bottom of the deck is. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. That's interesting. The Five of Wands is about competition, debate, and defense. Wands are the fire signs. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Wands are thought to be about inspiration and passion. Possibly it is the Five of Wands situation that might be contributing to things feeling out of balance, or your consideration as to whether you need to walk away from something. It's all very interesting. Now let's see. Oh, I'm about to get ahead of myself. If you have a yes or no question, and maybe you do when you're trying to balance things, the twos tending to be about duality, about yes or no, about right or wrong, black or white. Think about your yes or no question. Here is your answer. Your answer today is yes. I hope that is an answer that is satisfactory for you. Now let's look at the runes and see what the runes have to say. The rune for today is Teiwaz, or Force, which is a card of courage and willpower. It's also considered to be the card of the spiritual warrior. Altogether, I would say, considering the other cards in the reading, that sounds good. Well, that's very interesting. Apparently, when I picked up the book for this, I picked up another card. I think that means that it wants to come out. And it is the Six of Cups. Remember when I was saying that the number for today is 6? And as we spoke of already, the cups are about feelings and emotions. And the key words here are harmony, childhood, reconciliation. Many people consider this to be a card of nostalgia, also a card of giving and receiving or sharing, and about balance. Perhaps this and the Yes card are suggesting that the things that are out of balance, the things that have caused conflict and worry in the reverse of the deck, the things that have caused you to think the Eight of Cups about walking away, perhaps those things will be resolved. It's a very interesting finding today. Now, let's see what we get from the I Ching, the Book of Changes. Our hexagram for today is number 39. This is interesting to me because it looks like a character who is holding his head and walking away from something. Let's go to Benny-Bell Wynn's excellent text reference. Hexagram number 39 is Jian, an impasse. Here is the oracle. Progress comes to a standstill. Every movement forward is blocked by an opposing force. Personal difficulties, when extenuating circumstances physically obstruct your path. Yield to the standstill and take a pause. Remember, the Talisman Oracle card Mindfulness talked about being still. Channel a power far beyond the reach of that obstruction and grow it outward from within. This can only be achieved in stillness, beneficence, and calm. A favorable outcome when water, all these water cups, carves its path through the depth of its obstruction. What an interesting outcome. A favorable outcome when water carves its path through the depth of its obstructions. So if you master your feelings, you will have a good outcome. Sounds like a good reading to me. Thank you for tuning in to Nana's Tarot and Oracles today. You make Nana's day. Nana loves you and hopes you leave a question or comment below. Select the like button, subscribe, and select all notifications. See you soon in peace and love.